Greetings everyone and welcome back to episode 2. We're playing Distant World Shadows, and the last episode we just basically got started up. We got an exploration ship, he's right here. We have a construction ship somewhere, I think he's there going back for parts to come build at another moon. Yeah, not too much has happened at this point, so we're just going to hit the spacebar and we'll carry on. We just got a bonus from investigating those ruins, so we're heading to the next set of ruins. We do have an intelligence mission going right now to try and steal a galaxy map from the pirates, and the pirates are back actually, and they seem to come back ready to get rid of these for us, but they never do it, and they're gone again. So, oh well. And our agent is back. And he's, okay, let's pause for a sec. And he was successful. Beautiful. So what that means is we can shut down our exploration, because we already know everything. We mouse over these planets. Yep. So we know it all. So basically the only thing we need to finish doing with the Explorer is to come over and check out those ruins and then get that abandoned ship which we found over here. So there's an abandoned ship right there we need to get hold of. So we'll do that. So yeah, we know everything about what's going on in our system now. Not only that, we zoom out, we now know all of this. There's the pirate base there. I think that's them. Yeah, Fearsome Rock Buccaneers. So that's where they're based out of. So right next door to us. Okay, so what else is this showing us? So basically, if you see a system name beside a star, we know what's in there. So, okay. And I just realized I forgot to start my timer again. So, okay. Let's see. Is there any other colonizable planets here? Zoom in a bit more. Oh yeah, there we go. There they are. Okay, so we're looking at these two systems right here. The dotted circle around them means that there's colonizable planets. We can send a colony ship in to get them. If there's the solid line with the dotted, it means there's an actual race in here. And it looks like the Keterovs. Okay, so with that in mind, we now have 3 potential places we can grab. Mind you, we got to wait to get out of the pre-warp, but yeah, so we got 2 we can colonize there, and 1 we can actually invade. Do we need to invade it? Yes, we do, because it's too far away. It's more than half a sector, so we'll definitely have to invade that if we want it. 285 million people. It's always good to find planets that are a bit established. You can get a couple billion people on an established planet. You take that over, that's a big boost. Okay, so that's pretty much what we're looking at. So what basically this does is it pretty much outmodes my exploration at this point in the game. Once we get basic warp engines, we can probably come out and grab these ones that we haven't discovered yet. But not that critical. As long as we know our basic surroundings, then we're good to go. We can get construction ships out here and start building stuff. So for year 2 of the game, we now know quite a bit. Certainly a lot more than if we waited to get warp engines and start exploring them ourselves. So that's a huge boost, getting all that. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll come back in here. This is going to be our view for the next little while, is just this system. And the nice thing about the game is when you do get warp engine and you zoom out to go do other stuff, you get this overwhelming sense of how big the game can actually be. It blows your mind all over again. So, and that pirate's back to try and take this out again. Wow, I hope they're that inefficient against my ships. Alright, well, whatever. Okay. I did play with the recording settings a bit, and I didn't gain any any noticeable improvements. I've reduced the sound on my mic a bit. I've reduced the bit rate on that a bit, and little things like that. But I'm not seeing a big improvement. So we'll just have to stick with the choppiness until we get out of this 4x stage. Like I said, I really wished I would have got upgraded before doing any more of these, but it doesn't look like I'm upgrading my system for a while at this point. So we'll just live with it. So we got our exploration coming in on this planet now. And here comes my constructor. He's going to go over and start repairing that ship that we found. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build 2 more construction ships. Get that stepped up a bit. Okay. So the way I make the pre-warp game interesting, not that it's not boring, I'm not saying that, is number 1, I crank up the speed. And number 2, I try to make it a game of how quickly I can get warp drive. My record is year 6. And that was actually back a few builds ago, so it might not even be possible to do that now. So, okay, so here we go. Stone masonry. As you can see, some of the graphics I've changed. That's part of the half mod I'm using. We have discovered the stone masonry, ancient rooms from the lost civilization at the ice moon of whatever in the Dagobah system. Okay, so we'll investigate those. Okay, in the ruins we have found a store of scientific knowledge from a vanished civilization. Though very difficult to decipher, the store of knowledge has given us enough understanding to begin researching the project warp field precursors. So that's unlocked that tech now, so we can actually go in and queue that up. So let's go do that right now. Now there's one thing to consider before we do this. We'll finish shields for sure. One thing to consider before doing this is the warp field precursor, or the warp bubble generator, and the basic reactors you get in the game are very big. Like it takes a lot of space to actually get yourself to having a warp engine. So before I queue up warp, I go for bigger ships, get that out of the way, and then I come up and queue up warp fields. So you can go here first, but you're working with some pretty tiny ships to get all that equipment on there so that you can run them. Okay, let's have a quick look in here. So got a bit of a bonus here going on because of that scientist. So we got another scientist here. So that's starting to look pretty good. 447, so we got 100, 200, 300, 391. So yeah, we're pretty much in line. So that's about all I do for like the pre-warp. I might build one more energy station somewhere. Okay. So you've discovered that. So we're going to zoom out, and we're going to come over here to where this abandoned ship is. So we want to move to there. And then what I'm going to do once I get that abandoned ship is I'm actually going to disassemble this Explorer. There's no point paying maintenance on something I can't use anymore. Uh-oh. Oh, they're still going for those. You just don't want to give those up, but they're not doing much to them. %, 49. They're going to be right in the middle of this pretty soon. That's not good. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay. And there's our abandoned ship encountered. Okay, so investigating an abandoned frigate. And we can either disassemble it or use it. I'm going to use it for now, but I'll disassemble it later. So let's just hit pause. I'll select that. And I think I might just use him to patrol my gas station for now. And that, where's that going? Oh yeah, he went back. Oh, we got 2 more now, that's right. Okay. Yeah, where did I see that polymer? Right there. Chromium, all the good stuff. So build a mining station there. And this one, Aculon's a good one to get. So we'll do that one. Alright. And continue on. Okay. So, now that we... Oops, wrong screen. Actually, oh, they're pleased with us. Well, they're not going to be pleased after I cancel this arrangement. But okay. So, let's get him out and about again. So, okay, now he's got some traits. Ooh, bad on sabotage. Espionage will get better. Psyops, which I think is for... I can't remember what Psyops is for. I'll have to look it up. Counter-espionage, thank God. It's good to have that. Concealment aside, yeah, so he's basically just going to be good for espionage missions. But that's fine, because I like to steal research, especially on warp fields. Yeah, it's pretty risky, but do it anyway. Do it anyway. Okay. So, where did that... Oh, it wasn't even my Explorer that... It was a gas mining ship that got that. So where's that Explorer? Okay. So we don't need you anymore, so we're going to retire you at nearest shipyard, which is actually pretty close, so that's a good timing on that. Okay. Ooh, right in the path now. Okay, so we got shields, and we're going to go for the bigger ship size now. Enhanced construction, or whatever it's called. Oh, space construction, okay. I think that's a new one. I think that was new orbital assembly. This we used to start with this one, I think. Something like that, I can't remember. It's been so long since I played Legends, it's actually foggy on what's really new and what's not. Oh, I don't like those right in this pathway. What's wrong with you? No mission. They're getting... I see what's going on. They're canceling their missions because of this. This isn't good. Well, he did anyways. The rest of them are still going. They're going around, so... That's your problem. Alright, well, can't do much about it. They're private sector, and we don't control private sectors, so... Let's see what happens there. And we've almost got our armor. So once we get armor, we'll redesign a couple things, especially our bases. Get some armor and shields on those for sure. Oh, there's a construction ship. Oh, you... Oh! No, 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 no. Go away. Crap. Just beat me. Oh, alright. Go for that one then. Since you already got the stuff to build a mining station, you won't have to go back and pick it up anyways. Okay, transport systems are done. We need happiness, so I'm going to go for these first. Those will go on our base once we're done, and then we'll go up to colonization. So basically this gives us medical facilities, which helps happiness, and recreation centers, which helps happiness. And these go on our star bases around the planets. Okay. And it should be just a second before that's done. And there it is. Okay, so we got armor. So what do we want to do next? I want cheaper maintenance on troops. So that's what improved logistics does. It gives you 10%, minus 10% on troop maintenance. So there's a whole bunch of stuff in here that help. This helps with your boarding. There's all kinds of armored shock forces, superior assault tactics. Yeah, so there's all kinds of stuff in here that some of this I've never even touched yet. Yeah, look at the price of it though, 15,360K. Superior logistics, minus 50%. Ooh, we need to actually get right up there for sure. But there's a million other things to research first. Okay. And okay, so what we're going to do now that we have armor and shields, is we're going to come into our bases. And we're going to retrofit all these. So this will take a couple minutes, but basically there's nothing else to really look at other than putting armor and shields on these. I might throw a handful of railguns because I don't think these come with railguns. Or not railguns, but the precursor to railguns, which are long-range guns. Yeah, see, the pulse blasters are precursors to, or a prelude to Maxis blasters. These are concussion missiles is what they go to. So, okay. Yeah, so we'll just worry about armor. So to start with, I put about 250 armor on these. Oop. Overshot that by 2. And we'll go, I want to keep these fairly cheap, so I don't go too nuts with some of this. At least 500 to 1,000 shields, I think. I could like load it right up with shields and armor, but I got to keep in mind the small spaceports are going to be what I'm building at our new colonies. So low development colonies are going to be getting these. So I don't want to make them too expensive, especially in the maintenance. The building is it can get pretty slow too if we run out of resources. So resource shortages happen in this game, and for a reason. So if you run out of something, there's a reason for it. Okay, I need more hub and life. And I don't think there's anything else I want to do this, unless I want to hop up my boarding defense strength, maybe. I'm actually thinking I might do that. So I usually say 10 to 20% more than life support that you have. So I got 6 life support. So I don't know, maybe I'll put at least 1 on. 112 defense. I'll go to 128 defense. I think that's better than most of the default pirate ships. I think the default pirate ships only have 2 boarding modules on them, so that's not very much strength for, I think it's somewhere around 70 or 90 or something that they have. So maybe if we're at 128, we stand a better chance. I haven't actually tested this theory yet. I'm not even sure if it works, but I'm going to do it for now. Okay, so that's a small spaceport done. So I'll do I don't even have any of these, and I probably won't be building them for a while, but we'll go to 500 shields on these. For 500 and 2,000 shields. And life support. And what do we got for hab here? 10. I'll put 2 more on. Just to hop it up, just a little bit over default. Okay. And for the large, I start off with about 750 for armor. Okay. And we go to about 2,000 shields, which I did then hop up a bit later. So, okay, so so what do we got? 16, and I'll put 1, 2. I'll go 3 more. There, 304. So yeah, don't take that little piece of strategy as gospel, because like I said, I'm still playing with that. I'm not sure if it works, but we'll find out. If it looks like I'm starting to repel boardings, then I know it's working. So okay, so we'll do that. These ones I do right away because they're around my planet anyways, and I just give them like 100 armor, 300 shields, not too expensive. And life support tab. I'll put maybe 2 more of those on there. Okay. 100, 300. And save. Oop, armor first. Shields, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And a defensive base, which we got to build yet. So put at least 500 on that for armor. Shielding should be somewhere around 1500, I'm thinking. Okay. And hab module. Oh, I'll go with life support first. Oop. Hab. What we got there? 96. I'll put 2 more on. Actually, I don't want those bases taken over. I'll go 3. Okay, so I can't build this anywhere unless it's at a colony because I've bloated out the size, but that's fine. That's pretty much where I want them. Okay. So that's all these bases done. Let's go to show private ships, and we'll just quickly do these. My rule of thumb on this kind of stuff is like 100 armor, 300 shields. I seem to do alright that way. And maybe we'll throw a couple more of these on. We got 48. I'm looking at this number here, 48. Yeah, we'll go to 80. And I'm not going to bother with the weaponing. I'll just leave it like that. I want these to be fairly inexpensive too. If they get destroyed, you just rebuild them. You can retrofit these too. So you can do that in Legends. You can retrofit your bases now, and actually the private sector takes care of that for you. Okay, a couple more hab. Okay. So that's those 2. Now, one more thing I want to do is maybe just because I just basically build escorts for the pre-warp. I don't bother worrying about the other 2 for now. I just want basic defense. So, oh, I guess I can't edit that. That's fine. We'll upgrade, but we're not going to call that a Mark II. We're going to call it a revision. Revision A. Okay, so go 300 of those. Life support, hab. Wow. I don't want these overly expensive either, so I think I might just take the chance and leave I'll put 1 extra one on. 1 extra hab module. And we got pulse blasters, but I kind of like to have these as a... Oh, we're already over. Okay. Well, at this point, it doesn't matter much, so I'm just going to pull one of those off. I kind of like to have one of these on there. Okay, I'll pull 5 armor just to make that up. 3 pulse blast, and maybe we'll go with 2 long-range guns, which is 62 over, or 2 over, sorry. Well, maybe I'll just pull that one off. There. Okay, so 2 pulse blasters, 2 long-range guns, so that looks alright. Yeah, it's a pretty basic ship. We'll be upgrading it later. And one more thing I'm going to do, just because the game will complain about it if I don't. If I try to close this window, it now tells you that, yes, you have technology for passenger ships, but you haven't designed any. So I'm just going to pop back in there, just quickly do that so we don't get that error message anymore. And private sector will probably use them. So let's just copy as new. I'm just taking one of the freighter designs. I'm just going to modify that. So this is going to be a passenger ship now. I'll just change the icon just slightly. And yeah, doesn't matter which one I use. Okay, evade, that's fine. Okay, it has to have a passenger storage compartment. So I'm going to take the cargo off, 6 of those, and I'm going to put 6 of those on. Okay. So I think that gives me 7,200K total passenger space. And the private sector, I don't really worry too much about the shields and armor. Just not at this point anyways. Once I get hyperdrives, then I'll throw them on, but actually just want to edit that name. I don't want a Mark II in here. I use the Mark system just to sort of keep track of just what generation of ship I'm dealing with. So if I have a bunch of military ships and I want to adjust one, I'll use the revision A or revision B or whatever it happens to be instead of the Mark system. Keep all these at the same mark. That way I know Mark IIs all have warp drives, blah blah blah. You guys sort of got to come up with your own little ideas for that. Okay, so let's pause this. What I need to do now is upgrade all of my stations. So let's select our small spaceport, right click, retrofit to a Mark II. Okay, so all my stations are Mark IIs now, so I know that they have shields and armor. Retrofit. These are all my research bases, so I'm just retrofitting those now. Okay. So those retrofits will come in. Now one thing I want to do, I want to build at least one defensive base. We'll build one for now and we'll see what that looks like. And that takes care of what we need to do here, other than we will retrofit these two. I'll retrofit that. And I will build 3 more. Why 3? Because I got 3 construction yards. That's the only reason I'm saying 3. I think in my Legends Let's Play I kept referring to that as a couple. I'd say a couple and then build 3. Okay, we got our construction ship done. So let's have a poke around, see where we can put you. Somewhere somewhat close by. What's in here? Oh, we already got one there. Okay. Got that one. Okay, what's on these moons? More steel. What I'm looking for is silicon. I'm guessing it's in here somewhere. I just got to find it. No. Probably maybe over here. There it is. Okay, so we will right click, build a mining station. Okay. Uh-oh, he failed. But at least he didn't get caught. That's going to make my life a little more difficult now. Try again. I think that's the same percentage, so it's probably a better chance of getting caught, probably. Okay. So, how's our cash flow? 78, so that's pretty good. That's actually better than what I'm usually running. That's with the pirate protection, the 10K pirate protection. So basically, once I cancel that, I'll have 18K. So we're doing actually pretty good. Couple notes on this screen. Okay, let's just go have a look at our planet here. And I'm just going to pause this for the moment. Select our planet. No, spaceport planet. There we go. Nope. Oh, come on. Alright, zoom in. Okay. So if we look at this, the GDP, gross domestic product of the planet, is 106K. And that's 100% of our empire. And we have no corruption, which is good. Our tax rate is 30%, so 30% of this is 31K, and we have 99% compliance in paying that. I think this has something to do with the happiness levels. If you go into revolt, then they just stop paying taxes, so you have 0% compliance, that sort of thing. So if you're looking at these numbers, 106 and 31K, if we come back in here, here's our 106. So basically the private sector gets to work with the entire income of your colonies, minus whatever we're taxing. So that's the 31K. So if you look down here, we're being taxed 31K. So that's the 31K that comes off of their 106. So that shows up here. That's our budget. 106 minus 31, which is what, 75? So they have 75K budget, or colony revenue. So I hope I explained that okay. So the more you crank up your taxes, the more you rob from your private sector. So if I put my taxes at 100%, they're going to have nothing to work with. So you can bankrupt your private sector by cranking the taxes too high. So you sort of got to find a balance between the two that makes everybody happy. And that's just the one thing I seem to be having problems with. But not with this particular game, though. We seem to be doing all right in this game. Maybe something got adjusted for the final release, I'm not sure. But I don't think so, but I think I just rolled the dice a little better than I usually do this time around, maybe. So, okay. Anyways, I just thought I'd touch on that a bit, in case you're wondering just how the taxing works. And we got a construction ship done. Okay. So, what else do we have in here? I think I saw Tiberius or something over here, didn't I? Tiberius, helium. More Tiberius. That's a luxury. Do we have that? That's vodka. Let's just see if we have vodka. Where is it? Here at the bottom. Yep. No, we don't have it, so we should probably grab that. Okay, build I guess a gas mining station. Both have luxury resources, or resource extractors, so it doesn't really matter which one I build. There's no gas or minerals here, so it's just luxuries. Well, that one's a little bit cheaper, so we'll go with that one. Okay. Oh, no, wait. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, that's the guy who was repairing that. Okay, go back and finish that. What's happened is that ship has fallen out of orbit, and the construction ship didn't realize that. So that might be a little thing that needs to be fixed yet. Okay, well, anyways, we got it. Alrighty. Oh, we do have a construction ship done, though. Okay, we need necrostones, so we'll build a mining station there. Wow, my machine just does not like recording at 4x, but like I said, we'll just live through it. Trying to get this pre-warped as soon as possible. Okay, well, looking at my timer, I see we're past the half-hour mark again, so I'm just going to hit pause. So basically, we're just acquiring resources at this point. There's not a whole lot else to do. Like I said, running 4x for this stage of the game, it's pretty easy to stay on top of stuff, so if you just want to whip through it quicker, then that's fine. So when you come back, we'll put this construction ship to work, and we'll carry on. But I'm kind of happy about my cash flow. I've built everything I need, and I'm not in the red yet. I'm usually always in the red, so a bit better start than usual. So this one might go all right. Let's just have a quick look at our victory screen. Did anything show up yet? No. So we haven't done anything to give us any achievements yet. So, okay, well, bring this one to a close. Thanks for joining me again, and I hope you enjoyed it. And catch me for episode 3 coming up next.